Come on, girl. Are you serious right now, girl? All right, guys. It's a cool overcast morning. We're earlier than normal because I have a flea market event I've got to do. But it is definitely a cool overcast morning. Come on, Gypsy. Hopefully it warms up today because, I mean, it's perfect weather for me, but for the flea market, it'll be a lot better the warmer it is. Hope you guys are doing good wherever you're from. I'm in Oregon, West Coast, United States. I'm about 3 miles from the Pacific Ocean. In fact, I'm about to take you to the river that feeds into the Pacific Ocean. That's where we're headed. Chainsaw carving art gallery. Reedsport's known as the chainsaw carving capital of Oregon. They do a lot of art there, and it's all over town. The art that's been produced from here. They have a competition every year around Father's Day where artists come and do their chainsaw carvings live in front of a crowd, and then they judge them and auction them off. I didn't get to see the competition last year, but I saw the finished product. This year I'm hoping to go live from there. It's nothing that I'm majorly into, but I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate art of all kind. I truly do. And that has to take a lot of talent, definitely more than I got. I'm literally one of those guys that can't barely draw a stick figure and make it look good, let alone sculpt something or, yeah. Up here. This is our downtown area known as Old Town. This is where all the older businesses are. Some pubs, dispensary, Creative Mercantile, which is a flea market type thing. And also, sorry about that, Gypsy just turned me around. And also, there's another flea market that just opened. Gypsy loves to smell the flowers every morning. Whenever she crosses this side of the street, I know that's what she's after. She'll come and she'll smell almost every one of the flowers. And I love the fact that she appreciates things like that. She used to do the same at the trailer park where we used to live in Roseburg when we lived there. There was a gentleman named Jose who had beautiful flowers in his garden. His yard was amazing. And she'd stop by there and smell every morning on our way. All right, girl, come on. That time I think she was smelling after another dog, but she does that too. Here's another older piece of chainsaw art, like I was telling you, is everywhere. This one's old turtles. Unfortunately, it's kind of battered and weather worn, which is really kind of cool too. All right, girl, come on. Not trying to rush you guys along, but like I said, I got a flea market event I go to. Those pretty flowers, girl. Yep, you're right about that, Beely. It really is. I like it here. The other side of town's a lot busier on the Pacific Coast Highway 101. But this is my side of town, and that side of town isn't busy. It's just the highway is busy. And that's where Dollar General and all that jazz is. So I prefer it down here in Old Town. And then it's nice to be just a few blocks from the water. Yeah, we've got a pretty cool location, surrounded by mountains and then the water on three sides, the river on three sides, and Pacific Ocean on the other, and surrounded by sand dunes. That's funny. Donut shack over there, which I'm supposed to be avoiding. I'm at that old point of life where everything I eat affects me. Or I'm buying into some West Coast nonsense. And what I'm talking about is I've been reading about how sugar can cause like joint and inflammation and pain and shit. And my knee's damaged, like I'm awaiting a surgery, but I figure, you know, if this will keep inflammation down, of course I haven't even been one day without it yet, so I gave in yesterday and drank a pop. Bewley, you going live today? I never catch your lives, dude. Like, we're on different schedules. On the good ones, you need to make them public after you're done with them. Go to edit them, and the good ones. Like, I usually don't make mine public afterwards. Last night I had a real crap set, which is why I'm glad only 3 people were there. Right on, dude. Like I said, I did a real crap set last night. I went on decently late, but not as late as I have been, and it was, like I said, 3 people, 6 at the most at one time, and then it just was not happening. You know, nobody was chatting. It was just in and out, you know. And I was off too. One of those times when you go to play and everything sounds like crap to you and sounds dulled, and you know what I mean. And it wouldn't matter what you did. You're not going to be able to get into it at that point. It's just not there. But I do a flea market event today, so I don't know. I'm thinking about taking my ukulele and playing outside for a few minutes as the customers come in. Figure if anything, they'll throw me some money for lessons. Yep. And then there's other times, I don't know about you, but there's times right before I'll go live where I'll be playing and it seems like everything's perfect. And I'll be like, damn right, dude. And then you go online and as soon as you hit that live, man, you get, sometimes, I still do it. I still get rattled and confused about what I'm going to do. And of course, I usually smoke right beforehand too. But yeah, that's my dream, dude, is to travel around in a van and be dirty and free and play in front of Dollar Trees and Dollar Generals for change. You know, goals. That way I could afford $25 hamburgers in a dystopian world. Sand dunes over there. Yeah, this morning's slow too, man. Everybody must be doing something. It's Mother's Day weekend. Yep. Yeah, I played 45 minutes last night, and like I said, 90% of the time there was 0 people in there. And I was like, shit, it sounded like shit anyway. I might as well get some practice out of it. Yeah, right now, like I said, either that many people's not on or I'm not in the live algorithm right now. Because usually for these morning walks, I've got a lot more too. Nope, that's why you got to rely on shorts and long form videos and all of it. Like I said, it's like fishing. You never know if you're going to get 0 or if you're going to have a whole net full, you know? I don't know if that's how fishing works. I don't go fishing, but that's how I see it. Good morning, my friend. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the longer I go, the better it gets, but not always. Like I said, it really is like fishing. But that being said, I'm going to come home from my flea market tonight too, and I'm going to go live. I figure if anything, I'm going to become a better player, which was the point of me starting the live in the first place, besides trying to get my channel somewhere. Hey, Trash Channel, man, thank you so much for catching the shorts, man. I really appreciate it. Big time. My wife does a lot of homesteading stuff on our channel and stuff too, and I go through a lot of records and things like that, and boring vlogs, and you name it. So I definitely appreciate it, dude. That YouTube provides me accountability to practice and try to be better. This right here is the, oh damn it, the Umpqua River, where the Umpqua and the Smith River converge. And then right out that way, 3.5 miles, feeds right into the Pacific Ocean. This is brackish, saltwater, freshwater. That's why we get everything from sea lions to otters to 2 miles down, closer to the ocean, there's been an orca, otherwise known as a killer whale, stuck in there twice. I unfortunately didn't get to see it, but fortunately it got back out to the ocean. Tide is out right now. Usually the water's all the way up here. It's weird, you know, having a river where tide goes in and out. Where I'm from, yeah, everything about it is different than where I'm from. Like, they got chocolate milk rivers back there. Huh, I bet the algorithm does know, Bewley. Algorithm knows everything. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're just not being good enough. The algorithm's like, boys, you're not ready for top tier yet. Yeah, meanwhile there's some 15-year-old genius guitarist, ukulele player out there that's getting a million views a day, and deservedly so, I'm just saying. Good thing we do it out of passion for doing it, because honestly, I'd do it no matter if I had 0 views or 1,000 views. It's a good outlet for me. It's a good outlet for anyone. And like I said, it forces me to practice, to where if not, I'd leave my damn ukulele in the corner for a month at a time if I didn't have YouTube to feel like I got to do every day. Wow, that's bad. That always makes me feel bad when there's a handful of viewers and then you start playing something and they all leave. Yeah, it's kind of like being heckled, and sometimes you are being heckled. You know, you get the trolls, but I've only had trolls in my ukulele videos once or twice, and not even good trolls either. They were bottom tier. Yep, slow morning again this morning, guys. But that's okay. I'm not here just to have 100 people in chat. I'm here to show you guys beautiful place I live. Come on, girl. Said I'm going to try to go live from the flea market later. Hell, I might just instead of just showing you guys around the flea market, and I'm talking about you guys as in whoever decides to tune in or is around to tune in, I may just set up outside with my ukulele and film that as I do it. You know, if there's going to be a train wreck, you might as well have your camera on, you know what I mean? Because I get real nervous in person. Like real nervous and rattled, so I figure it's a good practice. That's funny, dude. That's funny. I've never had one get under my skin or anything. I usually find them pretty funny. When they get stupid, outrageous, then I block them from the channel. Or if they're being racist or being, you know, saying really bizarre stuff about kids or anything, because you never know what you get in these chats. But the stupid ones, hell, a couple of them I've made friends with. A couple of them have become regular viewers because they said some shit that was actually funny and I laughed at it. All right, dude, I'll talk to you super soon, bro. I love you. You should play today and do some lives, for real. Practice, practice, practice. That's the only way you're going to get to Carnegie Hall. The water's really out this morning. All right, Gypsy. Beautiful morning here, quiet morning. I expected to see more boats on the water. By the end of the day, it'll be filled. This old dude just kind of hangs out here. He has been for, who knows, 20, 30 years probably. Keeping an eye on everything. Battered and worn from the coastal storms. It's my favorite piece in town. There's a lot of artier, better looking pieces, but that's my guy right there. All right, girl. Like I said, I hope all you guys are doing good this morning too. I'm doing really good. I'm kind of rushed for time. I got a flea market event I gotta be a vendor at, and I still haven't even loaded my stuff to go or taken a shower or got my kid ready or anything like that. So there's that. Go up here and see a totem pole real quick. There's a lot of Indian culture here and history here, which is really cool. My wife's really into it. I haven't looked into it like I should, but I'm always distracted with music and stuff. Hold on, guys. Wait on Gypsy. Come on, girl. Find some more flowers. There you go. This is hand carved. These take a very long time to make, and it's really cool. Like I said, it represents the Umpqua tribe, this one does. Here's another sculpture from town. These bees are amazing. How cool, huh? All right, girl. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the few of you that checked in this morning. Sorry it was a shorter walk and I haven't been on in a while as far as these go. I'll be on later to go live from my flea market event, show you a few things that are being vended there. And then, I don't know, like I said, I may do some outside busking and practice session while I'm there and go live. Said I'm really thinking about it. It's according to how I feel once I get there. Because sometimes I get there and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to break out my ukulele and play today. And then I get there and I'm like, oh man. You're like, I don't know if this is the right crowd. But we'll see. Like I said, it's according to how I feel once I get there. Get another coffee down me and I might just feel like it. Hey, thanks, dude. Heck yeah, I need to make some money because I need to pick up my old lady in Eugene, and I got $10 for gas to my name, so I definitely need to sell some records, that's for sure. So if you know anybody looking for records, tell them to get on a plane and get to Winchester Bay, or to get in their car if they're local and come check out some really hip records. We had a good turnout last time. I never come away from there rich, of course, but if I come away with a few $100s, then that helps a lot. Keeps gas in my car, keeps reinvestment money, and puts a few dollars towards food or whatever else is needed, or food for the dog, the cat, you know, life stuff. This building right here, dude, would make a great record store slash junk store. You'd have to have the junk in order to make it sustain itself, but I know it's run down, but it just looks perfect. Only thing is it's off the beaten path, which it's really hard to make a living here during the winter. During the winter, it's dead quiet. The locals are here, but that's it. Like up at I got a booth at Creative Mercantile here, and it's a really nice flea market vendor mall. And during the winter, I barely sustained. Like, it was enough to make it worthwhile to do, of course, but yeah, it definitely wasn't paying off much. It was stressful during the winter, but during the summer, I got this in-person vendor event, and then I got my booth here as well. Top 5 records. Here, let's do it. Let's do an easy one. How about top 5? My top 5 favorite records in my collection. I have an autographed Justin Townes Earl copy of Saint of Lost Causes, and it's not autographed. The reason why I think it's one of the most important is because he was an important artist, probably spokesperson of my generation, if you want to get down to it. That's the way I see it. But anyway, him, my Robert Johnson album, just because he's the most influential artist of all time. Bad Company Straight Shooter right now, just because that album rocks, and I've been giving it a lot of turntable play. Blue Oyster Cult, Fire of Unknown Origin, because it's the perfect Blue Oyster Cult album, one of those rare, perfect albums. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog, for the same reason. It's a hard rock masterpiece. Every song on the album is perfect. But since we're going for most important 2, you know, those are 5. I think that was 5. My Budgie album, which is limited to 5,000, or 500 pressings, excuse me, 500 pressing. It's a Swedish print, and or pressing, whatever you want to call it. Never Turn Your Back on a Friend, great album. That's why it's notable. Waylon Jennings, Honky Tonk Heroes, because I got lucky enough to get an original issue of it, which go for anywhere from $40 to $100. So I'm definitely glad that I scored it the way I did. And it's because that's a notable album. It kick-started the outlaw country movement. Every song on the album written by Billy Joe Shaver. Let me see what else, dude. Isley Brothers, greatest hits. Just because everyone needs the Isley Brothers in their life, and I'm a huge fan. I've got I got a decent Queen collection right now, too. A decent Alice Cooper collection. See, I got too many damn records to even choose a top. I've listened to so many albums in my life that I don't think I could name a top 500 and without it frickin' being like, oh, I'm leaving something out. Gypsy, no ma'am. And out of my home collection, I've got about 300-400, so I'd have to chronologically list them and rate them. Gypsy, stop. Sorry guys, Gypsy's being wild. Come on. Nice, dude. I've got Terry Reid Bang Bang You're Dead is the album I've got. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not his greatest work, that's for sure. It's not his worst either. It's a good album. Gypsy, slow down. For some reason, that dude sets Gypsy off. Like, he came up running, doing his fast jogging time one time and startled her, and now she's like, screw that guy. White Album, nice choice. I just scored a original issue of the White Album. No, it's a second pressing, excuse me. My original got stolen when we moved from Roseburg, along with my Howlin' Wolf record and other such heartbreak as that. But like I said, I got a repressing, so, and it's in near mint condition. It sounds wonderful, so. I need to get a copy of Sgt. Pepper's, is what I need, and another copy of Abbey Road. Abbey Road was the first full Beatles album that I ever heard, and I've been a fan since. And then the White Album became my favorite for a while. Sgt. Pepper's, I went through a phase with every psychedelic era album. No, dude, they're never gonna listen to them. Most, just like idiots around here will break into somebody's house in Roseburg, steal their damn collection, and then try to sell them at junk stores and record stores for $1 a piece. Or they end up taking 50 cents to $1 a piece after they think they got their hands on a gold mine. I had a friend, a young kid that used to come in and buy records from me, and his entire collection was stolen when they moved. He had it in their finished garage, waiting to move them inside, and got the whole collection stolen. And anybody that's ever built a collection knows what goes into it. You're constantly changing it and searching and building, and like, for real, like, if you're gonna steal something, don't steal somebody's records. Come on, man. That's like somebody having one guitar or one instrument, one ukulele, whatever, and being their instrument and you stealing it and shit. Like, don't be a jackass, you know? Like, I'd be heartbroken if somebody stole my record collection or my ukulele. I really would. Alright guys, I gotta bounce off here. If not, I'm gonna definitely be late and be stressed out. So, Bewley, I love you, dude, and I won't be able to catch your live today, no doubt, but I'll definitely come through and play a few minutes of your videos. I do every day. Anyone else on here right now, click on Christopher Bewley's name right there. Check out his channel. He plays really good guitar. And he's an interesting guy, so please check it out. Damn right. Catch it next time, brother. Damn right. All right, guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. See you on the flip side.